Welcome to the Afterspin. Opinions from thought leaders in our state. Brad Crone, the question of whether to have a combined primary with presidential and statewide candidates has gotten a lot of discussion, and as of the time we recorded this, it still hadn't been finally decided. But as a political consultant, I'd be interested in knowing your opinion. Who's it going to benefit and who would it hurt?
Well, it'll clearly benefit incumbents and clearly benefit a couple of leaders in the state Senate who are very worried about the potential of a primary, including the president pro tem. And, let's take the clothes off of Caesar. When you look at the political reality, if somebody in the Republican Party went in and challenged Phil Berger, he would have a really hard time. His son got beat because the sheriff up in Rockingham County went after him. And Berger's length and longevity in the state Senate may be coming to an end because he's running out of political capital, because he spends more time down here than he is taking care of his constituents.
All right, let's go.
It is, Tom, I think it is clearly a move by Rucho, Apodaca, and Berger to move the date to benefit them. And the real reason is money.
Yeah.
Filing would be right after Thanksgiving, and anybody who's looking at challenging's not going to have the time to get out and raise the money.
Well, here's the other thing. If you have a combined primary, conceivably with this bond referendum and everything else that's going on, television stations aren't going to have enough airtime to be able to sell ads. Absolutely. And the big presidential candidates are going to suck up all the money on it.
And the independent expenditures will suck up all the money, too. So it'll be good for direct mail consultants, myself included. But for the television boys, it's horse of a different color. And,
how does it play with the voters, though? I mean, does the voter end up suffering because of having all these primaries at one time?
No, I think that it may impact turnout in the May primary. I think you'd have to go back to 1976 when we had a presidential primary in March and then August primary that year. And you had really, really low turnout. North Carolinians traditionally are used to a May primary, so I don't think you'll see significant drop-off.
Well, we're not going to have one, according to what we're hearing.
Well,
it's going to be one big primary.
I think it'll be litigated. I think the Democrats are going to say, "Whoa, dog," because there were discussions prior to oral arguments at the United States Supreme Court on the redistricting case that the only changes to the primary season would be presidential, and that was made on behalf. Oral comments made by some of the Republican attorneys. So I think the Democrats may be willing to fight on this and
But are they going to have time? I mean, here we are coming up to a March 15th primary date?
Absolutely. I think they'll expedite it, and it could easily go to the Eastern District or to the U.S. District Court here in the state for an expedited hearing.
Interesting. And conceivably they could put a stay on it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Would they put a stay on both the presidential and the...
No, I think they'll allow the presidential to go forward. And I think that was the gentleman's agreement between the Democrats and Republicans, because the Democrats will actually benefit by having Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton come through the state in March. But it was not part of the deal to move the state primary from May to March.
All right. Well, thank you for watching the Afterspin. We'll have more video all during the week on ncspin.com.